You ready?
Open.
I thought our guys did a tremendous job coming out to play an emotional game like tonight, like it always is, and continue to be able to keep their poise there in the first half against a very game and tough Prairie View team. We know how hard they're going to play, how tough they are, and they've been in some extremely close games. We were fortunate to be where we were at half, and I thought we did a much better job in the second half, settling in, controlling more of the tempo of the game, and playing the way that we needed to play, and we're able to get a lead and be able to sustain it there in the second half. But certainly have to credit them. They've been battling and had some setbacks. Yeah, but they came in and playing the right way and played a super first half. But certainly credit our guys for a tough second half that they played, shooting 53% from the field, holding them to 35% shooting in the second half, which was a difference in the basketball game.
Questions?
Talk about the play of these two young men.
I'll tell you, it's not surprising. Both guys have done a tremendous job of playing the right way. They've certainly been a huge key to our team this year. KAVION's obviously the way that he's been able to play, and Z been out the last few games, not being available for us. To be able to come back tonight after some time off and to be able to play the way that he did. And I'm looking at his offensive numbers, but I look more at what he does on the defensive end of the floor, helping us sell in, able to switch, communicate, do a lot of little things that makes the big difference. And I thought KAVION was spectacular. He kind of got on a roll there in the second half and knocked down some shots, and he started filling it, and certainly was a huge difference offensively for us at the end of the day.
KAVION, there was a lot of chatter out there, of course, being a rival game, but those three shots that you made, those threes, when you just buried those, it just seemed like it kind of took the air out. Talk about it.
Bro, I just once I seen the ball go in, I just started being more aggressive, and then it just went from there. That was really it.
Okay. ZAIRE, how does it feel coming back?
It feel good to be back playing, helping my team win, just going out there executing plays.
You have to certainly credit him too. Even when he wasn't playing, really impact our team just by being on the bench and just his voice, and he certainly got great leadership skills. So we missed him on the floor, but his presence was really strong for us, which helped us through those games that he wasn't able to get to the floor.
KAVION, we just talked about how you first stepped on campus, you was like, yeah, this home. What is this game right here? Because you went crazy. So what is this game right here now? More home?
Yeah, more home, boost the confidence. It was just good to see the fans in there. It was a great environment, and then it just boosted our confidence. I mean, we knew it was gonna be tough. We was gonna come out with a lot of juice, but we just stayed locked in, and we knew starting the second half that we was gonna turn it up, and they was gonna get ready to go.
You kind of just answered a little bit what I was going to ask you. This is for both the players. I mean, Prairie View came out pretty inspired in that first half. You know, just talk about how Prairie View played. Were you surprised that they played as well, or did you kind of expect it?
No, I kind of expected. I mean, it's a rivalry game. You gotta understand, like, there's a lot of emotions in the game, so they're gonna play with a lot of juice. They was more so focused on this game than any other game, of course. So we knew they was gonna give us a good push in the first half. We just knew we had to maintain it and then just step on the gas second half.
Pretty much same thing he said. It's like a Super Bowl. We knew they were gonna come out with a bunch of energy, playing hard, but you had to go out there and match their energy and just play harder than them and execute.
You had to be, for all of you guys, I mean, that was a heck of a crowd. It was a big crowd, it was a boisterous crowd, and they were behind you guys. And how did that, make you play better when you hear a crowd like that?
Oh, yeah. Especially once you get it going and the fans get into it, and then we started to take off. The crowd ain't doing nothing but just boost us up, and we just started to step on it. And then once the crowd got into it, it gave us a good boost of confidence. So then we just continued to put our foot on their neck.
What I like about the crowd is it's just not a Texas Southern crowd. When we're at home and when we're on the road over at Prairie View, it's not just a Prairie View crowd. It's a great mixture. And so you get energy really from both sides because when they're making a run and making shots, you could hear, obviously, they are fans. But I thought the energy that both sides really bring really makes the difference in the game, which makes it an exciting day and opportunity. And it's always a tough game, not only for the players, but for the coaches and the fans and everybody involved, because it's obviously an emotional thing just to build up around it as well. So we're very fortunate to be able to play as well as we did in the second half to secure victory. But you can throw the records out anytime we play, regardless of who's done what and how they've played. You can throw that out because you're going to get some of the team's best effort because of everything that's riding.
Coach, what are you learning about this team? You guys just have one loss in SWAC play right behind Southern right now. What have you learned about these young men?
I think they've done a great job of playing the right way. One of the things that I see with this group is that they're basketball like you. You tend to love it because of the fact that they not only just play it, they think it. They understand what's going on. They know what we're trying to accomplish. And they usually try to take their scouting report to the game at the end of the day. And that's a huge plus with this group. But I think they're a team that's got a lot of grit, not only on the defensive end of the floor, but offensively as well. And we lead the league in defensive field goal percentage right now. And although we've got a lot of firepower on the offensive end, they do take a great deal of pride on the defensive end.
Good.
One last question. We noticed that halfway through the third quarter, you didn't have not one person in double digits. That was a total team effort going into that game. Second half. Talk about that.
He's talking about the third part of the second half. So so you 20 minutes, so around the 30-minute mark is what you're okay. So these guys, I don't think they really worry about who's scoring. We've got good balance scoring attack. The energy that KAVION was able to provide and how his teammates rallied around him when he really got going and playing. Sometimes teams pout or guys get a little upset because they don't get a touch or whatever. These guys know when somebody get going, they feed him. And he's the same way. If he's got somebody going, making sure they're getting touches and getting the ball and being able to play. When you've got a group of guys that are that close that winning matters, and it's not so much about an individual. At the end of the day, it gives you a chance to have some success in the right way.